I've always been a worrier. As a child, I remember hearing a joke about a chicken and panicking. Did he make it across or what?
Hello, I'm Kiri Pritchard-McLean, and this is Live at the Pleasance. In association with audible.co.uk. So we're actually live now on the Pleasance Facebook page and the YouTube channel. And of course, live at the Ace Dome in Edinburgh. We're going to have a lovely time. We're just having a little bit of a chat before you guys joined us. What I should have flagged, I'm a little bit worried about a wardrobe malfunction because I'm someone who still insists that they can fit in a medium, and very worried we're going to see areola in a minute, but I think it's going to be all right. So, you sir in the white t-shirt, what's your name? John. John, can you be on nip watch for me? And if I pop out, just give me a thumbs up or something like that. Is that all right? With pleasure, madam. Crikey. I think I've just made myself a friend. Who are you here with tonight, John?
My wife.
Your wife grabbed onto it. That was possessive, that was. I'm a bit worried about that. What's your name, lovely? B. Nice to meet you. How long have you two been affiliated? That's not right. How long have you two been together? A long time. God, that voice told us so much, didn't it? So many long car journeys arguing with each other. Does his breathing annoy you yet? Is that where you are? Absolutely. We're just locked in a race to the death at the moment, aren't you? Where did you meet, B? In a pub, the good British way. That's the most... John, what was it that first attracted you to B? Well, have a good think about it, mate. That should be on the tip of your tongue. Go on, what was it?
Well, we're live, aren't we? So I can't really say.
Things have got a bit spicy, haven't they? I love it. B, what was it that first attracted you to him? Is romance completely dead up here? Is that what it is? You've seen too many too many shows that pulled at the heartstrings, and now you've just got no time for him. Come on, mate. What is it?
Sense of humour.
Sense of humour. Right. All right. Well, we're on the fence about that, but that's takes all sorts, doesn't it? Takes all sorts. Right. We're going to have a fantastic afternoon. Loads of brilliant acts. The first one, she's just an absolute talent machine. She's extremely funny. She's up here with a brand new show, Keynote. It's the amazing Rachel Parris. So after 3, we're going to wild and crazy for 1, 2, 3, go mad for Rachel Parris!
Hello, everyone. You all right? Yeah. Good. We were talking about love and romance, and apparently what I guessed was your genitalia, sir. I've been interested in that recently as well. I've been doing some online dating. Give me a cheer if you're single. Woo! 2 people. Really? Give me a cheer if you're blissfully in a relationship. That doesn't add up, does it? What are the rest of you doing? Weird sort of like polyamorous living. Interesting. I've been trying to do some online dating. I've been on a lot of different... I've tried to sort of straddle both ends of the... Don't hesitate there, Rachel. But both be on an app and an old-fashioned website. So I'm on an app called Happen. Have we ever heard of Happen? Anyone? It's a bit like Tinder, but the magic's supposed to happen in real life. The idea is that you're walking along the street and you see someone, you see someone, and you fall in love. Could you do love at me? Nice, yeah, okay, great. It's sort of convincing. And the idea is that instead of swapping numbers and acting like a human being, what I do is I immediately vacate the vicinity, I look you up on the GPS stalker-style system, and then I send you a little friendly wink. Which is very much the sort of single white female of the apps, of anything. And then I'm also on eHarmony. Have we heard of eHarmony? Yes. Yeah, someone just said yes, like you've been on it for 25 awful years. eHarmony is a very serious dating website. It's for people who want to get extremely married. They want to know all about your passions immediately. So not your hobbies, not your interests, your passions. You have to have 3 passions, no more, no less. Some people run out. I think some people just put their jobs down as their passion. Seriously, I saw one man who put his 3 passions as number 1, cars, number 2, travel, and number 3, advertising. I assume he works in advertising, or maybe he genuinely goes home and wanks over old Gillette adverts. I don't know. We can't be sure. Hopefully the latter, because we are meeting next week, and it's nice to have something in common. But I did have a bit of success on eHarmony. I got into a really nice conversation with this guy, James79, and we were having a nice time, similar sense of humour and everything. Madam, you said sense of humour is the first thing that attracted you to your partner. So yeah, nice sense of humour. And then he dropped this clanger. He said to me, mid-conversation, he said, Rachel, do you consider yourself a passionate person? Ugh. Which I think is a terrible question, because think about it, passionate person can mean, do you have a temper? Do you cry easily? Are you fiercely political? Do you collect your partner's toenails in an artisanal jar? Can mean any of those things, and only 2 of them apply to me. So he said, are you a passionate person? And I said, are you joking? And he said, no, I value it in a person. Are you passionate? So I replied, I put, no, I feel tepid about every aspect of my life. And he replied, after a while, sarcasm doesn't come across well online. So I replied, your mum doesn't come across well online. ... only joking, comedy is my passion. But he'd already blocked me, so... So, as I say, I am very much the last of my friends to sort of settle down and have a sort of big, get married or anything like that, or have children. Give me a cheer if you've got children. Yay! Yay, lovely. Many more of you than said that you were in a relationship. So I haven't got children, but I am that age where a lot of my friends are now starting to have children, which is really nice. No, it's great. I don't know if any of you have ever met a new child who's come into your sort of friendship vicinity and not taken a shine to them immediately. This song is about that. The pressure is on, he's everyone's favorite. All the ladies try to catch his eye, but I can't fake it. I'm not impressed, it's hard to admit that your golden boy, your pride and joy is almost certainly a prick. I don't like your child, I don't trust his eyes. I believe he wants to cause me harm. I don't think he's cute, I don't think he's human. I think he's been against us from the start. And everyone thinks he's a dream, everyone thinks he's a peach. I think he'll buy a firearm as soon as he's 16. He's plotting to bring us all down, and I think he'll do it to hell. That bastard will tear the world apart before the age of 2. I don't like your child, I don't trust his smile. I wouldn't leave my kid with your kid. It's all written there in his gruesome stare. I just think he's a real piece of shit. I hate your child, I really hate him, and no one else agrees with me, I know. But I know when I die, it will be at his hands. And my dying words will be, I told you so. Just a little song about my godson there. I've been Rachel Parris, you've been lovely, goodbye!
So that was Rachel Parris, who's doing a new show, Keynote, at 8:20 here in the Pleasance Dome. I've got a pal with me, guys. I've got the fantastic Angela Barnes. Hello. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Woo!
And she...
I was going to say I'm good, now I've literally just pooped my pants. My voice was going, that's the least of my worries now.
It's fine, mate.
lovely.
We'll work in a little break so you can have a little change, clean yourself
Lovely,
up.
thanks.
You took last year off the Fringe.
I did.
How did that feel?
It was weird. I thought I would be fine. I thought that would be nice to have a little break and do
Yeah.
something different. And then the FOMO got the better of me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the old fear of missing out. So I was just at home all the time, just looking at everyone's Facebook and seeing what they were doing. So I thought, sod it, I'll come up this year.
Oh.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
That's
eh?
why we're all hearing
I've
it.
got
Why
money
not?
to burn,
It's only
clearly.
10 grand, isn't it? Why
Yeah,
not?
Why not?
So, are you enjoying being back then?
I am. I'm having a really sober Fringe. This is a first for me. I haven't had an alcoholic drink since I've been here.
She was very smugly telling me how I've been going swimming every day.
Have.
And it's a common thing, isn't it? A lot of comics are going swimming.
Yeah, there's loads. We've got like a little swim club going. There's Lucy Porter and Mark Thomas. And it's not like the 90s, is it? We are, I'm just trying to take it easy. Because the problem is I've turned 40, right? So hangovers now last until I die. That's like, I get a hangover now and it hurts to wear a bra. That's what so I can't possibly do my show while hungover, so I've just decided to knock it on the head.
My friend was in a swimming pool and the underwire popped out her bra and she thought she was having a heart attack. So it's not that bad yet.
Thanks for the warning. Yeah, I'll be aware. Yeah.
So you get to work with you're the host of Newsjack, and you get
I
to work with loads of amazing comedians over the course of the series. Anyone you're excited about catching up with up here?
So many. What I'm really looking forward to, and I've got tickets, I'm seeing him at the weekend, is Tom Neenan.
So
if you haven't seen him,
good.
he's so brilliant. He's so different what he does. It's sort of part theatre, part storytelling, and really funny. Really funny. So it's called Attenborough this year, his show. It's about David Attenborough, so I think it'll be brilliant.
Oh, he's such a clever chap, isn't he?
I know, it's a bit annoying.
It's really annoying
Yeah, it's
because
really
I thought it was just like us, like. I mean, I'll lump you in with this, mate, but we've got to do comedy because we're too thick to do anything else. So, like, I mean, I didn't pass that past you before I said it, so maybe I should have gotten. You're like, well, it's just you, mate. But when really clever people do, I'm like, it's not for you. Go and be a doctor.
Well, that's it. I thought it's supposed to be for the outsiders, right? I can't stand clever people doing it, and I can't stand thin, pretty people doing it. It's not for you. If you're a comedian with a six-pack, go and be a pop star like you're supposed to, and leave this for us.
Yeah, because I want to mop up. I want to hoover up all the lads who are like insecure, but I can laugh them into bed.
Exactly.
I'll be around after the show, guys. So, right, if you've got to sell your show in 5 words, Fortitude, your new show, how'd you do it?
40, but I'm not 40. All right. 40, but I'm not 40. It's about being 40, but I'm not a normal 40-year-old. I haven't got any kids. I haven't got a mortgage. I'm not married. I haven't done it.
You're the host of Newsjack. Most 40-year-olds haven't done that.
I only passed my driving test a year ago.
Really?
I only learnt to swim 2 years ago. Next year I'm going to join the Brownies. We'll see how that goes. So it is. One is about being. It's not a midlife crisis show. That's what I want to make. Really, it's not. It's about how we're allowed to stay young forever now. We're the Peter Pan generation.
But doesn't that mean that you're going to really go off the deep end with your midlife crisis? Does that mean it's just in the post?
It means I'll have one when I'm 80. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and you can't do much when you're 80, can
exactly.
you?
I'll just be in the old people's home dreaming a motorbike.
Oh, I'm so excited to see it, mate. Thank you very much for coming and having a chat. So if you were going to say one show for everyone to go and see, we know about Tom Neen, one show.
Lou Conran.
Oh, she's so good.
Have you seen her show yet? It's brilliant.
Yeah,
I
she's
saw it
amazing.
yesterday. It's an amazing story. It's a really sad story, but it is so funny, and she's the only person I can think of who could tell it in the way she does.
Do you cry at shows?
I do, and I did.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was sat next to quite a well-known reviewer, I won't name him, but I saw the show and I was sat next to him and I kept looking to see him. I was like, you're bloody made of stone, you are, mate.
They've got no heart.
None at all.
They've had it replaced with an Apple smartwatch. I'm not a fan of reviewers. Lovely stuff, so we can see your show. Go on.
Yeah, 7:15 in the Pleasance Courtyard, in the Beside, every night except the 14th.
Oh, make some noise for Angela Barnes, everyone. You're going to stick around.
I am.
So, you are watching Pleasance live in association with Audible, and now we've got some guests. These are friends of mine from the north. Let's see what happens, lads? So, they're wonderful. You won't have seen anything like them before. Please, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ross and Josh!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Are we well? Good. Hello, my name's Ross Briley, and I'm the host of the Not So Late Show with Ross and Josh. And when I'm not doing this job, I'm a part-time Burton's mannequin. Burton's Menswear, the only place where the only thing whiter than the shirts of the customers. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a wonderful night tonight for you. We've got an incredible late-night chat show. Now the UK's shortest late-night chat show as well. We'll be joined by the band MGMT to tell us about the time they went on GMTV on MDMA. And, of course, we'll be joined by the boy who cried wolf from Gladiators. So that's coming up or later on the show. You look like a wonderful audience. Hello, sir. You look like a wonderful audience member. Would that be fair? Yeah. Good. Well, thank you for your arrogance. Okay, now, sir, tell me, what's your name?
John.
Dave. Fantastic. Dave. Let's hear it from Dave, everybody. Now, Dave, where have you come from?
Southampton.
Tadcaster, all the way from North Yorkshire. Incredible, Dave. Really is. And what do you do for a living, Dave?
Estate agent.
You're a bricklayer. Wow, really. Good honest job, Dave. Well, thanks for coming. He's here every night from Tadcaster, all the way. He really is. Now, Dave's going to ask you one of the old classic chat show questions, if that's okay, Dave. All right, here we go. Who do you think's older, Gary Newman or Gary Oldman? Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. It was a trick question. It's actually Gary Coleman. But thanks for playing, Dave. Okay. Thanks ever so much for getting involved. Get bigger pockets, inside pockets, Dave. That's my lesson to you. All right, thanks ever so much. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to welcome your first guest of the show? Yeah! Okay, he's a genuine Hollywood superstar, and he's on the show tonight to talk about his brand new film. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, everybody! Yep, we're over here. There we go. There's your mic. Come on. just grab a hold of that. All right, good stuff. Fantastic. Well.
Hello. Howdy.
Are you well?
I'm all right, Ross. All this excitement, I feel a bit deflated.
You look at deflated. Well, thanks ever so much for coming on. It's Tyrone, is that correct?
It's Mr. X to you, you cheeky bugger.
All right.
Hey, have some respect for your elders.
All right.
I'm 65. Well. A million years old.
Yes, you are. Now, I've been a big fan of your work ever since the early days when you actually started life in stand-up comedy, is that correct?
That's right, Ross. Well, you know, the stand-up scene was very different in the Triassic period.
Yeah, I imagine it was.
There was only two of us on the circuit.
All right.
It was me.
Yep.
And Barry Cryer. Hey, he's still smashing it, is Barry.
He is indeed. And then, of course, you got your big break in cinema, and the film we all know you from was Jurassic Park, of course.
Oh, that's right. Ladies and gents, what an honour it was to work with Stephen.
Ah, Steven Spielberg, what a guy.
No, the Velociraptor.
Oh, Stephen the Velociraptor.
That's right. There's that fantastic scene in the kitchen, I don't know if you remember it, when he kicks fuck out at pots and pans.
Oh. Classic scene, really was.
It wasn't in the script, that. It were all ad-lib.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, the only thing it said in the script was, do not kick fuck out at pots and pans.
He did it anyway.
He was a maverick, Ross.
I imagine he was. And quite a harrowing shoot, I imagine, because a lot of CGI involved in that film.
A lot of CGI, yes. It was very difficult for me. You know, I used to turn up to work, and they had a big green screen studio, and I used to have to act towards like a stick with a tennis ball at the end of it. And afterwards, it's CGI Jeff Goldblum in.
Oh, right. Fantastic stuff.
Ross?
Yep.
Are you there, Ross?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry, my vision's motion-based. I can't see you if you're not moving.
All right.
Oh, there he is, there he is.
Well, it's been great to have you on. Now, tell us, really looking forward to Jurassic World 2. It's going to be an absolute pleasure to see you in that. You're filming at Pinewood Studios. How are you finding the UK?
Oh, well, Ross, you know, it's actually very difficult for me, you know, because I'm not from here, from Pangaea.
Right, yeah.
You know, especially after Brexit, Ross.
Yeah.
You know. Because, you see, for me, it's not just cultural attitudes that have shifted. It's the tectonic plates.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park! Ladies and gentlemen, we've been Ross and Josh. Good night!
That costume is money well spent. You can see the Not So Late show with Ross and Josh. It's here in the Dome at 10:45 every night. Now, I am joined by, ladies and gentlemen, I think future national treasure, the absolutely divine Tom Allen.
Thank you very much. Kiri.
I really wish there was some kind of best dressed at the Fringe Award, because I think you'd be a shoo-in, mate. You always look fantastic.
Mate, thank you very much. I've even started saying mate now to be more of the people. I wish there was too. I would love that.
Yeah,
but,
I think you'd.
You know, I get nothing for these shoulder pads.
Your new show, I haven't seen it yet, but
Quite right.
obviously you're like one of the sharpest, most put together men. Am I right in thinking you reveal in the show that you live with? I mean, you live with your parents.
I do talk about living at home with my parents. I'm a very successful person. And, that is why I can afford to have suits all the time. I wear suits. I sleep in suits because I have so much disposable income because I live with my parents. No, I realise like living with your mother in your 30s does make me basically the epitome of a gay stereotype. And there's nothing wrong with living with your mother. I mean, they made a film about it. It's called Psycho. It's completely fine. It's completely fine. But no, I just sort of I mean, it makes sense at the moment. Trying to save for a house. Like I say, I'm very much of the people, Kiri. That's what people don't know about me.
Do you miss them?
When I'm here?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Actually, a bit, yeah. I think because Edinburgh's such a lonely place at times, isn't it? It's quite nice to...
Oh, crikey. Keep it light, mate.
Oh, sorry.
I just realised why he's got the hanky in his pocket.
Always crying. I do, but then at the same time, like, sometimes my mum does talk quite a lot. So it's, sometimes it's like being on a permanent panel show, trying to get a word in. But I speak to them quite a lot.
You did you did a preview, didn't you, in Angela Barnes's house?
I did. She asked me to. She didn't. I didn't just turn up.
Guess who's here?
There he was at the front of my bed.
Oh God! Oh, Tom Allen's doing a preview. Ange very kindly sorted it out with her lovely friends.
Yeah, I just invited some friends round in my living room. My boyfriend was the genial host, feeding them lots of whiskey cocktails, and we did a previews of our show. It was lovely, wasn't it?
It was really nice, actually. It's nice to do a preview like that because it shows like what it's like up close to people, so you can sort of work out if people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm not sure what my neighbours thought was going on.
Oh yeah, they must have thought that.
Yeah.
Well, at one point I was shouting about fisting, and
just assume it's an Ann Summers party and then move on.
Oh, and
I mean, we're always shouting about fisting now.
I felt bad you'd left the windows open, really. Those people in that Tesco downstairs must have wondered. Well, anyway, but sorry. Yes.
It's all right, mate. You've had a cracking year. You're always on telly, aren't you? It's
I've done
great.
a few bits, yeah.
Yeah.
A few bits.
What's the funnest one?
What's the funnest one? Yeah. Oh, good question. I really enjoyed doing the Great British Bake Off Extra Slice because I love cookery. And
what's your speciality?
What
do you cook for mum and dad when they're feeling low?
Oh.
When they're like, we've got a son in his 30s and he won't.
I'm a dab hand with anything whisked. So anything.
I mean, we're all avoiding the obvious jokes there, aren't we? We're all avoiding them.
We're better than this.
Come on, guys.
So any kind of meringue is what I was going to say.
It's all about stiff peaks, isn't it?
How dare you be so obscene? That sort of thing, really. And actually, they asked me to make a cake to take in for Michel Roux, who was on the panel, to taste it, and I made it, and it was so good that he had nothing funny to say about it.
Oh,
It was cut from the edit. Yeah.
What sort of cake was it?
Victoria's Munch.
Oh,
Yeah.
classic.
Classic,
she was
absolute classic.
And actually another fun thing I got to do was Big Gay Buildings, which is part of the Channel 4 season of gay history, telling it through buildings. Various people like Simon Callow got the Theatre Royal, Wahid Ali got the House of Lords. I got a public toilet in Highgate.
Did you know it well already, or?
Of course, was my as if I could afford to live in Highgate, and it was so much fun. And I said to a friend of mine, "It's like through the keyhole, but it's through the glory hole." And it was so much fun to do, and we were laughing so much about it. And then they cut it. They cut it. I think it was too rude for them. So I'm not. You can't say I'm boring. But I was like, there were bits where we were basically cruising people in a toilet.
Was that the George Michael toilet?
That was apparently it was George Michael's favourite toilet. And then we all went on to Hampstead Heath afterwards. I mean, it's one thing, isn't it, if you like to go cruising, but it's quite another if you take a film crew with you. On a show off. But anyway, no, we weren't there to cruise, we were just there. They were doing like a festival of outdoor things. And it was quite extraordinary. But, and yeah, we went there and sort of interviewed people.
I love that there's people just sat on Facebook watching this eating some Cheerios while you tell them about your cruising with a film crew. I absolutely love
Cruising
it.
with the stars. And actually, I did once go on a gay cruise, actually on a boat. Yeah, it was extraordinary. I've never seen so many erections in a jacuzzi. But
There's no laws once you get out past a certain
only maritime
mileage,
law,
yeah.
which, as you can imagine, strict. Actually, it's very strict. But yeah, it's. I've lived a life. That's
You
what I'm
certainly
saying.
have. So you should come and see your show called Absolutely, 8 p.m. at the Cabaret Bar.
That's correct. And we've added extra shows to this weekend on Friday and Saturday at 9:30.
Oh,
and
so clever.
And then also extra shows to the 25th, 26th, and 27th. So if anybody fancies it,
Oh, lovely.
one of those ones.
Give up for Tom Allen, everybody. Wow. More comedy to finish up the show. I'm going to read this one because I don't want to get it wrong. So we have got, he's here with his Edinburgh debut show. It's at the Pleasance Courtyard below at 4:45 every night. It's the optimistically titled How I Won Best Newcomer 2017. Please welcome Ben Fogg to the stage.
Keep clapping! Yeah! And give everyone a big hand. Yeah! Keep clapping!
Oh, you beautiful people. You beautiful, beautiful people. And also you average-looking people, right? Because in this gig, no one gets left out, right? No one gets like me, right? I'm not good-looking. No, complete silence, okay. Fine, you've made a choice. Fine, you've made a choice. I'm not good-looking, but I'm not bad-looking. What? I'm not good-looking, but I'm not bad-looking. I am looking. So my show this year is about success. They say write what you know. I didn't. Because success is hard to pin down, right? Tough to get a handle on. Like by now, when I was younger, I thought I'd have the big car and the big house and the ride-on lawnmower. Now it looks like it's gonna be 15 years till I inherit that stuff. Oh, a joke about my mum dying. Yeah, because what's she ever done for me? Everything. Literally everything. My mum is my hero. She's everything I want to be when I grow up. Rich, drunk, a woman. I guess I kind of am grown up now. I'm 37, right? I'm 37 years old. That's the oldest I've ever been. And I'm a man. I'm a man. Any other men in? No? Who's a boy? Who thinks they're a boy? No boys in. Okay, good. Just us men, right? And you know when you're a man, you feel like a man. How do I know I'm a man? Because I'm tired and angry a lot of the time. That's how you know you're a man, when the first thing you think when you wake up in the morning is, why am I not asleep right now? Right? Oh, socks are too hard to put on. What's happened to my balls? The men know what I'm talking about. You hit 30 and something just goes wild, right? My balls used to be friends with my penis. Now they're hanging out with my ankles. It's when I lie back on the bed, right? It's like an enormous skin parachute has opened up. I'm worried that if I fart, the whole thing's just gonna lift off. It's not right, but I'm doing adult things. I'm doing the adult male. I'm doing the dinner parties. Ooh, got to do the dinner parties in your 30s. Got to do those dinner parties because all of the regular parties are done. If you're in your 20s and you don't know, I'll explain. Dinner party, lot like a regular party, only you'll get to sit down and have absolutely no fun at all. Oh, but you gotta go, right? It's like a wedding. Only instead of seeing people getting married, you're just seeing them get very slowly divorced. It's a tense environment, right? A tense environment. Classic quotes from the dinner party include, "I think you've had enough wine." "That's not how you slice an onion." And my personal favourite, what did you say you did for a living? What did you say you did for a living? I hate that question because that question is always asked by someone that knows exactly what they do for a living, right? Oh, I'm Barbara. I am the creative director of a marketing agency. What did you say, Fogg, that you did for a living? Fuck you, Barbara. Fuck you. Because a man is not just one thing, right? There are many things. I do many things, Barbara. A man is not just one. Throughout history, a man was not just one thing, right? Was Michelangelo just one thing? No. Was Leonardo just one thing? No. They were ninjas, they were turtles, and they were teenagers. So fuck you, Barbara. Best part of the dinner party is, of course, the talking trash about your friends on the way home. That's why we're there, right? That's the right time, because in your 20s, your friends are people you talk to. In your 30s, your friends are people you talk about. Yeah? It's like your friends' lives are just a nightmarishly bad soap opera, terrible plots, awful characters, but you don't care because you've been watching since the beginning and now you're into it. Yeah? The second the car door closes, you're like, oh my God, I know, she is too young for him. I know, I was like, is he gonna marry her or adopt her? That's why you cannot be the first to leave the dinner party. Word of advice, must not be the first to leave, because essentially, if you are the first to leave the dinner party, what you are saying to all of your close friends is, oh yeah, we've been here an hour, but we have more than enough shit to last us all the way home. Your relationship's in disarray, your daughter is off the rails, and that haircut makes you look like Angela Merkel. We're out. Oh, and the lasagna was average. Yeah, that's right. Lasagna often on the menu at the dinner party. Also on the menu, more often than not at the dinner party, is boasting. Oh, that's what the dinner party's really for, just telling everyone how successful you are, right? And everyone's into stuff now. Oh, I'm doing the kite surfing. I'm doing the Krav Maga, right? I can't say anything there because I'm not really a doing things guy. I have a long list of shit that I have never and will never do, right? I call it a fuck it list. I was gonna write it down, but fuck it, right? That's probably me. I'm Ben Fogg. Come see my show. Thank you very much.
Ben Fogg, everybody! So you can see him below at 4:45 p.m. every day. And this has been live from the Pleasance in association with audible.co.uk. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's been a great show, hasn't it? So, please go and see everyone's shows. We had Rachel Parris, Angela Barnes, Ross and Josh, Tom Allen and Ben Fogg. I'm Kiri Pritchard-McLean and my show is at 8:15 at the Pleasance Courtyard. It'd be lovely to see you there. Pleasance Live will be back on next Wednesday. More fun, more mischief. Please join us then. Thank you very much for having us, guys.
I've always been a worrier. As a child, I remember hearing a joke about a chicken and panicking. Did he make it across or what?